Alright. It is Monday, April 22nd, 2019 at 11:28 a.m. Let's take a look quickly at the weather. Alright, here is 120 hours forecast of snow. This is the areas right here where snow will be forecast in the next 120 hours. Let's take a look at the frost and freeze lines. Here in the four corners, they have frost and freeze line going all the way down here, and parts of Idaho and Montana also as well. These are the freeze areas. Alright, let's take a look at storm prediction. This is the convective outlook for April 22nd, 2019. These are the areas that will likely see slight to marginal severe weather. Alright, let's also take a look now at full screen radar. This is what's happening right now. There's Seattle over here on the west coast, looking like it's having rain offshore. Wyoming has some rain and it looks like partial snow mix in the middle of it. Also Salt Lake City seeing a little bit of rain. Nebraska, Sioux Falls, Minneapolis, all the way up to the Canadian border, having some rain. Also off the coast of New York and parts of Massachusetts, all the way to the Canadian border offshore on the Atlantic side, having some rain. Alright, let's take a look at the forecast for up till April 24th. Here is the possibility of severe weather in the middle of Texas around April 24th. So let's keep an eye on that. Alright, also right now here is a satellite image of the Atlantic. And look at this. There's a looks like a system coming off the Atlantic in a swirling hurricane pattern. Does not mean that it is a hurricane. I'm just saying that the satellite is showing a storm-like system. Let's zoom into it. A storm-like system coming off the Atlantic. I do not know if it will hit the United States or if the jet stream will push it off, but it is good to keep an eye on it and take note of it. Always good to know what's happening in your surroundings. Also, here we have the temperatures. It is warm all the way from Texas all the way to Michigan in 60s, 70s, and then you see here in the Great Lakes is 37, while Michigan is 52, 62 in Illinois. So it's pretty much warmer in one half of the United States on the east side and then cooler on the west side. Alright guys, let's take a look at the next. These are the warm ocean currents, and these are in degrees. Here you see the red off the New England area being warmer than usual. Also good to take note of that system coming off the Atlantic. Will that give it more fuel if it gets closer to the coastline, that warm water? And finally, we have we finally left winter weather behind? After recent winter storms, a pattern ahead won't produce much snow across the U.S. Snow may dust the Appalachians this weekend and the Rockies into early next week. A little wet snow is even possible in parts of the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes. However, little significant snow is expected in lower elevations anywhere in the lower 48 states. And this comes from the Weather Channel. Alright guys, that's it for this video about the weather. Let's keep an eye on what's happening off the Atlantic. Is that system just going to be some rain and nothing more? Or will it produce possibility of some damaging winds as it lands on the eastern shore? Also, let's keep an eye on the freeze line for people who have plants out there on around the Four Corners and Idaho and Montana around there. Make sure your plants are protected. And that's it for the weather right now. See you guys next time. Hit like and subscribe for more, and God bless.